Hey everyone, it's been a while. We're about, I think around 8 weeks now out since my last trip down to Tijuana and CPI. And I wanted to do this update. I wanted to do this update actually for about a week or so now because there has been some amazing changes, but I kept kind of pushing it just to see how far this would go. So this video is kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mostly good though. So I started noticing something pretty remarkable a couple weeks ago. So when I first went down, I guess around 6 months ago was my initial where I went down. And I obviously had the injection stuff done. I had a lot of, there was a lot of improvement. I had started being able to do the grip thing, or, twisting without dropping stuff. The atrophy was starting to leave and that. But this time, when I went back down in December, we not only repeated those in the disc, but there had been enough space opened up from that initial one that we were able to do the facets as well. And I think that might be the key, because when I came back, like I said, I still had a lot of pain. I still was having nerve pain start coming back down into my fingers from my elbow here, like from the back around here down to the pinky to the ring finger. I would get pain across my hand right here and coldness and stuff. And about 3 weeks ago now, I started waking up periodically in the morning with a really stiff neck. Like it felt like I literally had been working out all night, like just really stiff. But the remarkable thing is the symptoms in the morning then got better, like not fully, but there were changes, like the nerves had moved up, or maybe the pain had gone from here and lessened and moved across a little bit. But it was really telling me something is happening here. And it would come in waves. This would happen like for about maybe 2-3 days where I'd wake up with a super stiff neck, and then residual effect would be like the symptoms just dissipating and going away. I didn't want to get my hopes up too much, so I obviously told my partner, a couple of my friends and stuff, but I didn't want, you don't know where it's going to go. But sure enough, another wave would come, and again, a lot of improvement. Well, like I said, that started about 3 weeks ago. I'm at a point now that this arm, it's remarkable. It's all the symptoms here in the forearm gone. The pain that I was getting across the hand, gone. I sometimes get little touches, nerve pain through the fingers, gone. I still have some. Sometimes I'll get some coldness a little bit in the tips of the fingers, which tells me still some pressure there probably. But other than that, it's remarkable. Grip strength, everything, which I was kind of concerned the grip strength wasn't going to come back. It's almost the same, to the point where when I started exercising again, like doing farmer carries with kettlebells, I actually struggled with this one. I can't even really tell the difference now. It's unbelievable. I was telling Ed and Scotty that if this stayed like this right now, I'd be a happy camper. Money well spent, and I could not be happier. But it still feels like it's even continuing to progress and get better. I'm ecstatic. I could not be happier. It's the best decision I've ever made, bar none. I don't know if all the muscles will come back completely here, but as long as I have full mobility and able to do things, I'm just an absolute happy camper. So it's definitely something was happening and going on in there, and still is, and it's pretty remarkable, really is. The bad portion is that I took time off after the second visit. You can't work out for X amount of weeks, just to let your body, let stem cells do their thing without having to worry about inflammation in the body or potential injuries and stuff. So I started working out body weight, and then I got back into to regular weights and stuff, and everything was going fine until last Friday. And I actually commented on it on my Instagram that my ego got the best of me. So I was doing weighted carries with a punching bag. I was less than 100 pounds, over 50 pounds, somewhere in there. It was over my shoulder. I had walked maybe about 500 meters, dropped it to switch to the other side. And when I went to pick it up, pop, my lower back. Now, I didn't go down for my lower back, but I had a previous surgery a million years ago there. And so we had done some injections down there at that time. And my first thought was, oh no, I've ruined everything. It was really bad. Last weekend, I was horizontal for the entire weekend. Massive pain down my leg through the L5, I believe, nerve root, because it was across my shin here and up here. So I was devastated. really, really devastated. And but slowly but surely it started dissipating and getting a little better, and so here we are now, just over a week out, and I'm getting there. I want to get back actually to more regular activity. I've just been doing active recovery with it, so every day stretching, mobility stuff, on a bike, anything to get it moving, and that seems to really help. That old thing about rest and recovery, that I don't believe in it at all. Anytime I just lay prone, it either gets worse or the inflammation just stays there. When I'm active and moving, my body seems to respond to it. I'm sure everyone's different, but it is for me. So looks like wasn't too much permanent damage there. We'll hope not. And so yeah, it is what it is. A big lesson to the ego. So yeah, I got to watch myself. But it also tells me it's a weak component. Because the first time I injured my back when I moved in my house, that's what it was, reaching over to grab something in that angle. So I want to focus on that rebuilding up. So that's the good, the bad. There isn't really ugly. I guess the only ugly is I meant to get a video out addressing a lot of the questions. So many people have contacted me either via comments in YouTube or whatnot, or direct messaging me in that, and it's been awesome. However, it was more than I anticipated. So, and I meant to get to people, so I feel bad I didn't. So that's the ugly part. But I'm going to put out another video just addressing those Q&As. I'm going to go through all the questions and address them as best I can, the ones I can. If I can't, I'll give direction on that. So look for that to drop. So in the meantime, if you do have any questions or further, drop them in here wherever you see this, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, doesn't matter. I will see the questions and I'll do my best to address them in that upcoming video. And we're getting close to the end of this journey. I'm going to be going back down in about, excuse me, about 3 more months, and just do a final checkup to see where things are, and we'll ABC all the MRIs and stuff, and see where things are. Last trip down, there was definitely changes in the MRI. So now I'm really curious, but at the end of the day, whether the changes are visual on MRI or not, this is what's blowing my mind, like grip strength, being able to do normal activities and stuff, a little fine, even like fine motor skills that I was having trouble with. Like it's dramatic, absolutely shocking and dramatic. Huge shout out to CPI as always. It's Scotty Nelson, Ed Clay, the staff, everyone down there. What you guys do is, there's no words. There's not enough I can do to say thank you for what you guys did for me and do for everyone. The care is remarkable. I've talked about it multiple times. I won't go through it again, but it's the absolute greatest care I've ever experienced in a medical setting, and the staff are just remarkable. And like I said, what Ed Clay and Scotty Nilsson are doing down there is God's work. Really is. So thank you so much. You guys saved me like you have no idea. I owe you so much. And I hope just doing these videos to inspire others, I hope that's somewhat of a repayment, because I hope it does. Folks, if you have any hesitation around it, don't. I mean, I can't tell anybody what to do, but it's certainly worked for me. I guess there's no guarantees of how much you're going to get in terms of, I've seen people get, injuries come back to 100% or whatever. Mine was brutal. So the fact that I'm even gotten this is far beyond my expectations. So that's my update. Look forward to that Q&A, and then probably a final one when I go to Tijuana again in 3 months or so to do that update. So thanks everyone for following along, and see you the next one. Bye for now.